Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. Wolves versus Newcastle United pre-match live. Looking ahead to the game that kicks off at 5:30 at Molineux on Sky Sports at, as I say, 5:30 kickoff. If you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It really does help the channel. So if you like to smash that like, that'd be great. Thank you. Also, if you are brand new to this channel, come and smash the subscribe. Free to do so. Come and help this. Come and be part of this great community. And also that bell notification that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking the $sign as well. Scores currently at the moment in the Premier League. Bournemouth and Burnley 1-1, and Arsenal 1-up against Sheffield United as well. In the Championship, the unwashed, yes, that is the Mackhams, by the way. They are 2-1 up against Norwich City. So come on, Norwich. As Delia Smith would be saying, let's be having you. We need them to turn it around and beat Sunderland at the Stadium of Shite. And Gateshead's not doing very well. The last time I saw that, they were 2-0 down at half-time to Field. So not too great for them. In other scores, South Shields are 1-0 down away to Brackley. Darlington are 1-0 down to Spennymoor in a local derby. And it's currently 0-0 with Kingsland Town and Blythe Spartans. So that's the locals wrapped up as well on there. Right, let's get into some comments. And before we start, right. Joel says, hi, Tony and Rolly. Sadly, Rolly's not with me today because he's actually in Newcastle. He was travelling up to Newcastle this morning, or midday. So it's just me because he's obviously going to try and find a decent bar to go to watch the game as well. I think we all give him a chat. We all told him last night in the chat where to go. He's got his choice. I mean, there's the Wonder Bar in the gate. That will probably be packed, but there'll be, you've got Strawberry, Shearer's Bar at the ground. The Clock maybe, Garter. There'll be a lot of bars. So he's got plenty to choose from in the town, so that's not too bad. So I hope he enjoys it. Whether he's watching the show and he comes on to say hello, then I don't know. Afternoon, Tony says, Bia, good afternoon to you, mate. Hope you're well. Hi, Jake. Hope you're well, mate. Not seen you for a while. Evening, Tony and Rolly. Good evening to you, matey Mag. Hope you're well, mate. And he says, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much indeed. Real Betis have completed the sign of Socrates. He won so many printed shirts. That is a long bloody name, isn't it? I'm not even going to pronounce that name. Afternoon, Tony. Good afternoon to you, Ian. Hope you're well, mate. Everybody talking to each other. Holly says, hi, Tony Rolly. Hi, Holly. Hope you're well. Late again, Tony, says Ian. Yeah, sorry, Ian. I had a few things I was sorting out in the background, so I was just getting that all ready and set up. So sorry, that was my fault. Andrew says, all right. Absolutely, mate. Are you all right? Mad Max says he's early. There's only 7 minutes. Yeah, exactly. I'm early. There you go. Now, I was just sorting out my green screen, so yeah. Afternoon. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold, but apart from that, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. John, afternoon. Tony and Jack, good afternoon, John. Hope you're well. How are you, the lads? Says Trolls, absolutely. And Chelsea keeps up their form. Do you know what? I watched that game. Well, I watched the last part of it. And I mean, look, Sanchez went up for that corner. And there's always a risk when a keeper goes up because if their defender gets on it, then the likelihood is there's a couple of players waiting outside the box to pounce. And that's exactly what happened. Neil Maupay got the ball from the defender's head. After when Bemo went up for a challenge, which was never a foul in the first place. And because he got the ball before the player even went into. And then, obviously, Maupay doesn't really have a lot of pace. Sanchez caught him up, but the ball went kindly towards Bemo, who stroked it home, was never missing that, and made it 2-0 to Brentford. I'm surprised Pochettino didn't get a yellow card, because surely the fourth official should have seen it when he was doing this on the touchline. Don't know what he was doing that for. But, the referee should have seen that and given me a yellow card. But nice to see Chelsea getting beat as usual. And it doesn't look good for Pochettino, does it? So he may not be there much longer. There was quite a lot of empty seats at Chelsea. So, Chelsea's not the big club they used to be. Wayne says, hi, Tony and all in chat. You late, bud? I'm here now, mate. I'm here now. I was only slightly late. Afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Jack. Hope you're well, mate. You doing a watch along, Jack? Brian says, big up all. Big up to you, Brian. Hope you're well. Hope we loan Neves with an option to buy. That would be awesome. He seems keen from what I've read, says Trolls. Yeah, it possibly is, because he's possibly in Saudi Arabia. I'm probably thinking, do you know what? I'd rather be playing in the Premier League, in all honesty. And do you know what? Yeah, I would take him. He's a quality player, Neves. Good afternoon, Tony, says Gareth. Good afternoon, Gareth. Hope you're well, mate. How are you doing? And Gateshead and South Shields and F the sad Mac and bastards. Absolutely, Wayne. Because South Shields have been flying in that National North League since they got promoted. They've been doing really well. I think they're second. Bias says, my mate's a Chelsea fan. Every time they conceded, I send him a video of Boise laughing from Only Fools. Nice one. David says, looking forward to the match tonight, Tony, mate. I'm going for a 3-1 Newcastle. Wilson to score, then Gordon, then Bruno. Do you know what? That's not a bad shout, mate, is it? Wayne says, I said on a few channels Chelsea would get beat 2-0. Yes, absolutely. Afternoon, says Alan. Good afternoon to you, mate. I hope you're well. Poch will be away soon. I think he will be. Troll says, I just hope we aren't leggy. I wouldn't think we would be, to be fair. Jack says, yes, I am doing a watch along. So Jack is doing a watch along on his channel as well. Give it a subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, then I suggest you give it a subscribe, because he's got a very good channel, as Jack. I mean, look, I'm looking at options today and thinking, should we do any changes? Now, it wouldn't be a bad thing, I don't think. And look, one change I probably would want to make, I would take Bruno out the team. Now, look, we know Bruno's been great for us this season, but he's one yellow card away from a suspension. We play Arsenal next Saturday. If he picks up a yellow card today, that's him out of that game against Arsenal. So, I mean, somebody suggested on here last night, should we put Gordon in the middle? Do you know what? That's not a bad shout. Put Gordon in that midfield three alongside Longstaff and Joe Linton. And I mean, look, this might not be everybody's cup of tea, what I'm going to say here, but if Gordon was to replace Bruno there and you had a vacancy on the left, I would throw Matt Ritchie in on the left. Now, I know a lot of people might say, oh, not Matt Ritchie. But if you look at Matt Ritchie, he's got good delivery still on a ball. And he can put in a good cross. Remember when he came on in the Carabao Cup final and he got that free kick, and he put that ball in the box, and he was the one who got really annoyed that nobody made an effort to get onto it, because it was one hell of a ball he put in there. So, it's an option, Matt Ritchie, and even Eddie Howe stated yesterday that Matt Ritchie is a leader, not just on the pitch, but also off the pitch. He's one of the senior players in there. And even in the dressing room, when he's on the bench and that, he's always getting the team J'd up at half time and things like that. So, he's not a bad player to have around. In fact, this guy has been a great servant to us, by the way. Yes, he might be getting on a bit now, but he's been a great servant to this club. And, I'm not against it if Matt Ritchie came on and started. Not at all. If he doesn't start today, he might even start on Wednesday. Who knows? Because although we want to beat Man United, but does Eddie Howe, because of the way the squad is now, and we've got Norton Ali now, remember, does Eddie Howe now look at this and think maybe the Carabao Cup's not as important as he wants it to be? That's the thing. So, who knows? We don't know what's going on through Eddie's head at the moment. Mighty Mike says Bruno can't be getting the card. He's on 4 right now. One more and then that's it. Yeah, absolutely. I'd rather Bruno yell it today than have him against Arsenal, because that match we might lose anyway. You never know though, do you? For who that Wolves are decent, yeah, they are, absolutely. They played well. Pedro Neto's got to be stopped. Hopefully no more injuries today, especially attack-minded players, says Gareth, absolutely. Remember, without Harvey Barnes as well, would you rest Miggy and put maybe Livermore right wing? I was on a group chat and somebody they know as a Southampton fan said, do you know what? He's absolutely dynamite as a right winger. So who, again, why not? Put Hall on the left, says Jake. Yeah, but when he played against City, he just didn't look great, did he? But again, he needs game time. So I'm not sure if I would start him or not. I certainly wouldn't put Joe Linton on the left. You can't do that. BS says I'd stick Joe Linton centre and put Willock left. Again, yes, Willock's fit again, but I wouldn't risk starting him, because if you start him and he picks up an injury, then that sets us back as well. So that's why I'm going with the Matt Ritchie. And remember, Matt Ritchie has got a decent delivery on him. He's not a bad player. 3-0 Arsenal against Sheffield United, says David. Well, that looks like that's the end of Paul Heckingbottom then, because the rumours are circulating that if they lose this game today, Heckingbottom will be sacked as Sheffield United manager and replaced by Chris Wilder. So it looks like Sheffield United have probably been doing stuff behind the scenes to get rid of the manager, and that'll be their excuse. Troll says, I don't want to see Richie on the pitch. He hasn't got the legs anymore, but does have delivery, but that's not enough in my opinion. That's what it's all about. It's all about opinions. Wang Hee-chan always scores against us, so I wouldn't be surprised if he bags a goal. Yeah, he always does, Wang. But as I think, who was it last night? Bia says, let's wang him out to dry. Absolutely, mate. Definitely. But yeah, we got to watch him as well. Brian says, don't start that. We know Eddie goes into games to win. I wouldn't have it any other way, but you sound like a top 6 fan. Oh, that cup means nothing, Tony. Haha. No, I'm not saying the cup means nothing. I want nothing more than to go out there and hammer Man United on Wednesday night. But what you've got to think of is, what's my bread and butter? The Premier League. And, look, we want to be in every competition, but our squad's getting a little bit thin now, isn't it? We've got no Harvey Barnes. We've got no Tonali. So, we're running out of players now, aren't we? Longstaff looks shut at. But there again, we may play a different team on Wednesday and still beat Man United, because they're not that great, Man U. So I'm not sounding like a top, as if to say, Big Six team, yeah, it's only a trophy. Look, I want the trophy. I would love us nothing more than to go and smash Man United Wednesday, get the final of the Carabao Cup and us to win it, So, yeah, of course I do. Of course I want a trophy. But I'm trying to think of the Premier League as well. I do want us to finish in the top 4. I just don't want us going into that Man U game, picking up a couple of injuries, and then we're going to struggle big time against Arsenal. I want a full squad against Arsenal, so we'll see what happens. Tony, I've got 5-0 on the lads, hat-trick for Wilson. They might laugh, but I've got that feeling boiling in my black and white blood, bud. 1,000 for £1. Do you know what? Why not, mate? Go for it. Absolutely. And I think the chances Wilson missed on Wednesday, he probably converts them on any other day. It's a joke, and yeah, absolutely. I know you were joking, Brian. But I'm just saying, no, I'm not. Definitely, I'm just thinking on the outset. We've got to think about the team. BS says, I've always thought Trippier could play 6 and bring Tino in at right back. He could do. You could put him in as a defensive midfielder. Put Trippier in a midfield and play Livermore right back, says Jake, yeah. Emil Kraft pictured with his squad. Yeah, just seeing that he's back in the match day squad today, which is good to see. Yeah, absolutely. He could even get a run out. Not today, but maybe on Wednesday. Might even get some minutes. I expect to see Isak on the bench against Arsenal. Do you think he'll be fit? There's only 3 weeks till the international break. So if the worst happens and we haven't got Wilson, we've got Gordon, we can stick us in the centre forward. But yeah, would you rather just rest Isak now until the international break and then see the international break over and then have a fresh fit Isak back? Alan says, top 4 or 5 for me preferred. Yes, good to see Kraft back, yeah. We still have more than enough today to beat these lads. Come on, says Paul. Yeah, absolutely, mate, we do. I mean, look, we should beat these. But, they have played well under Gary O'Neill. And, as I say, we've just got to keep certain players quiet. Like this guy, Pedro Neto, 9 games this season, 1 goal, 6 assists. That's a hell of a return. And he's only 23. And do you know what? I think this lad's a great player. And I would have him at Newcastle United without a shadow of a doubt. He can play a right wing or left wing. And he's pacey as hell. And he causes a lot of problems. I would have him at Newcastle if there was a chance of getting him. But, we might have too many wingers eventually. But yeah, we got to stop that threat coming from him. Wayne says, was shocked at them odds, lads. Yeah, absolutely. I bet you were. But hey, if it comes off, mate, it's a bag of sand, isn't it? Jack says, Wolves tend to go all out early stages and turn later in the game, so we just need to ride the wave and be clinical. That's it. They can't keep up with us for 96 minutes. Bias says we should be in for that Italian Tandro Sonali on a free. I saw that picture going around. That was absolutely great. If we play Big Joe Willock and Big Joe has played left wing, then it's very good play, though. Yeah, again, I don't think Willock will start today, in all honesty, because why would you risk him? Because if you put him on and he does 20 minutes and then he comes off with an injury, it's going to just knock us back. So, I mean, look, some people said that maybe Eddie Howe spoke too soon yesterday about Sandro Tonali being able to play today and probably shouldn't have said anything. But what's Eddie to know, It's just one of those things. And the thing is, that came out late last night. So there must have been somebody staying back in FIFA headquarters because when you think Switzerland's an hour ahead of us. So that news broke at just after 6 o'clock or 6:30. So it would have been just after 7:30 in Switzerland. So somebody's obviously been staying late in Switzerland to sort this out on a Friday night, And like we say, Infantino, we know FIFA's not the best organisation. We know that quite a corrupt organisation. But this man, especially, smirking his face off there, he probably wanted somebody staying back so they could ratify this and get this through before today. Stop and playing. Not his dual nationality. Not only is he Italian, he's also Swiss as well. And where does Infantino live? He lives in Qatar. And where is Qatar? In direct opposition with Saudi Arabia. So, you're looking at it that way. But look, I don't know why the ban couldn't have even started from the 1st of November, to be honest with you. Why not round it up until the 1st of November and say, right, it's 10 months from then, Yes, it's probably better it started now than sooner rather than later. But if you think about it, in a sense, if he's banned from the 1st of November and say he misses the first 4 or 5 games of the season, remember, the season starts in August. Well, the transfer window's still open. So you're going to be bringing players in. You're going to have players back to full fitness. Players are going to be fresh because they've just been pre-season. So you're not really going to miss Tonali for 3 or 4 games. So, there's always that there. But, again, it is what it is. He is banned and we just have to deal with it. Yes, he's travelled with the squad. He's probably going to stay there and watch the game. and what have you. But again, yeah. But I thought they could have waited for that ban, to be honest, But again, it's corrupt FIFA, and we know what FIFA are like. They are well corrupt. So, Wayne says, as much as I don't want to say it, a thing about Trippier needs resting and Burn looks burnt out, bringing some fresh legs. That could happen against Man United, in all honesty. Might be too soon for Willock. Exactly, Alan. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't risk him from the start in this game. I would maybe start on Wednesday, but not today. Give him some minutes, maybe 20 minutes or whatever. But definitely start on Wednesday. Pause and give him, say, maybe 45 minutes Wednesday. Should be 3 points today. Also, Wolves likes to get a red card. Yes, they do. Absolutely. Infantino hated him in Thunderbirds. Alan says, yes, I wonder if how highlighting it in the press can move UEFA, ask for a ban. Yeah, I mean, look, it is just absolutely ridiculous how quick they got it through. We know how corrupt FIFA is. That World Cup in Qatar was an absolute shambles. If I'm honest, it was probably the worst World Cup ever. Not because of the teams playing in it or anything, and because I thought it was a great final, just the wrong country. Ronald says FIFA are a bunch of corrupt wank spangles. Absolutely, Ronald, and hello, mate. Hope you're well. It's the Italian FA that rushed it, not FIFA. No, the Italian FA handed it to FIFA, and it was FIFA who rushed it through. But they could have so easily said, "Oh, well, okay, we'll wait." We don't know what time when they sent it to them. But why was there somebody in FIFA at 7:30 to put this through? That's strange, isn't it? 2-1 4-0, says Trevor. Thanks very much. Your team got a good result this afternoon, Leeds, didn't they? So hammering Huddersfield in the local derby, the West Yorkshire derby, 4-1. FIFA has bent ass as a boomerang. I knew it was going to happen, says Wayne. Absolutely. That said, FIFA is so corrupt, it's scary. It is, absolutely. Andrew says, we will get revenge on Milan. If they want to play off us, also make sure they don't get out the group. They will lose the pounds. Yeah, absolutely. What's happened with Paqueta's ban? We don't know, Paul. Haven't a clue, mate. We just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, that's still rumbling on. Same with Ivan Toney, why he still got to play, because he kept lying all the time, where Tonali was a little bit more truthful. Ronald says, Wolves 0, 2-4, how we in Newcastle. Trevor says, you know what it is? One low for the Toon and other low for other teams. Do you know what? If Tonali was playing at Liverpool or Man United or Arsenal or wherever, I bet FIFA wouldn't have rushed that ban through. Absolutely not. Team sheet should be out now. Yeah, I'll have a look now and we'll see if it's out, because it should be. It is now 4:31 and the team news, I believe, is out now, and it is. So, here we go. So, we have Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Share, Byrne, Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Gordon, and Wilson. So, the only change from the other night is Wilson starts instead of Isak. On the bench, we have Dubravka, Gillespie, Dummett, Ritchie, Target, Kraft, Hall, Livramento, and Joe Willock on the bench. So we've got two keepers on the bench, Dubravka and Mark Gillespie, which is a bit strange. Why isn't Karius on the bench? Bit of a strange one, that. But I will get the team news on there now for you, so just bear with me. And we'll get that. But yeah, that is the team. Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Share, Byrne, Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Gordon, and Wilson. Not a bad team, by the way, but it's a strong lineup. But yeah, I'm very surprised that we've got Mark Gillespie on the bench. I'm just working out why. There you are. There's the team news there from Newcastle United. Ian says, the Italian FA who said it started yesterday, FIFA just had to ratify it, to be fair. Don't like FIFA Ian, I think they're just too rigged. Unchanged 11. Rigged it for Messi to win, says Andrew. Bias says he should have just fined him 2 million. Show them betting doesn't pay. Do you know what? That's the thing. To be honest with you, I don't think banning players helps. I think it makes it. I think, yes, they have to have rehabilitation, but I think banning players, I don't think it's the right way, in all honesty. Cacti Gamer, hi to you, mate. He says FIFA are the greedy cat. Yeah, absolutely. Lineup was out. Team out. Wilson in for Isak. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. About time. Get the lineup. Tony says Gillespie on the bench. Ronald says, I read Tony, what about them whinging we may again for Neves if it isn't breaking the rules, so sod them. Right, let's look at this, right? Okay, so we're looking at Ruben Neves. But if you think about it, Watford, their owners, the Pozzo family, own what Italian Serie A club? Udinese. When Watford were in the Premier League, how many players were they getting on loan from Udinese? Quite a few. And the same with Watford sending players on loan to Udinese. It happens all the time. Man City loaned Lampard from New York City. Did anybody say anything about that? No. Did they say anything to Watford loaning from Udinese? No. But because it's us, they're going to have a whinge. I say sod the lot of them. Bench looks weak. Yeah, we're a bit stretched, aren't we? Wilson needs to put his procession boots on tonight. Yeah. I know. Where did Karius go? I don't know, because he was on the bench Wednesday, so I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one, if you ask me. Oliver B, hi mate. He says, how are the lads? Tough game. We win 2-1. Absolutely, mate. Definitely. What about Ferguson was bribing the refs with a case of wine a week before the match, says Trevor. Well, we know he got Fergie time, didn't he? Because he used to always score in Fergie time. Weak bench, defo, I think we need at least 2 players in January. Yeah, we will need to strengthen. And if we're not paying Tonali's full wages or any wages, then we'll have FFP on our side. Talking FFP, who's seen that Paddy Power advert where the team are bought by an oil baron and they're going about, we don't care about FFP and all that? I think it's a brilliant advert. It really is so funny. I like Paddy Power. I think they're brilliant. Can Molineux keep us play as a striker? Probably could. Tony, can we recall Minty? Yeah, I would love to. But I think he's injured at the minute, isn't he? 3-0 Arsenal. Alan says, other fans are mourning about the possibility of Neves coming here. They forget that Lampard and Chelsea and Man City, it's emergency for us. If it happens, it's a one-off. We can buy anyone. So I'm saying, you can loan from your own clubs. Watford and Udinese is the best example. Should Radcliffe get approval, Man United will be linked with Nice. There will be, yeah, absolutely. And Radcliffe will get approval straight away because he's not a dodgy guy. He owns Ineos. Loaning Neves is not breaking the rules, but then again, maybe the Prem invents a new one to prevent us loaning him. Yeah, like they did when we wanted sponsorships in, and you got Leicester who are sponsored by their own company on their stadium and on their shirts this season. Minty is out for 2 months, yeah. The run from the lad, forget the name, was spot on with City getting Lampard from the USNL. Evermore channel, yeah, absolutely, the Evermore channel, yeah, definitely. But no, that's not a bad team for today, and pretty happy with that one. And on Sky before it was Don Goodman was talking as well, so we know he's an ex-Wolves and an ex-Mackham as well. So it looks like he's doing the commentary on the game tonight. So even more if you want to get off and not listen to him at all. The lineup for Wolves is Sarr in goal, Semedo, Kilman the captain, Dawson, Totti, Aït-Nouri, Lamina, Traore, Huang, Cunha and Neto. On the bench, Bentley, Doherty, Bueno, Gomez, Silva, Galazach, Johnny, Doyle and Samara. So there we go. Or Sarabia, sorry. So that is the lineup for Wolves. As I say, got to stop Neto. Definitely got to stop him, that's for sure. So we will see. I'll get that lineup for you on the screen in one moment. And you can have a look at the Wolves lineup. Just go through some scores. Yeah, 3-0 Arsenal against Sheffield United. Bournemouth are winning 2-1 now against Burnley in that massive 6-pointer at the bottom, with Philip Billing getting the second goal for Bournemouth. Scottish League, Celtic are drawn 0-0 away to Hibernian at Easter Road. So just thought I'd give that one for Ian. Still 2-1 to Sunderland. And in the non-leagues, if we go down to the non-leagues, when we get there, Gateshead still 2-0 down to AFC Failed at home. Since Mike Williamson's gone, they seem to have dropped. Hartlepool are 3-1 down at home to Rochdale. And in the National League North, Brackley Town 1, South Shields 1, so South Shields have equalised. Spennymoor 2-0 up against Darlington. Kings Lynn and Blythe Spartans has 1-1. So they're doing okay at the moment, the local teams from the northeast. And if you want to go to North Yorkshire, Scarborough are losing 1-0 as well. So that is the current state of affairs with scores at the moment in the games. Yes, he is, BR, absolutely. If I remember, Leeds wanted him last season as manager. Wayne says, Tony, if we get Neves, if we can do what we want, you know why? Because we can and love it. Absolutely. Definitely. Trollstein's went both Dummett and Richie's on the bench. You know, we have a massive amount of injuries. Yeah, but to be fair, Richie's got around the dressing room as well. He's a leader, isn't he? Paul says, still think we win 2-0. Wilson to score both. Absolutely. Clarky says, hi guys. Hi to you, Clarky. Troll says, be honest, I don't want to see Gordon play as a striker because we are missing his pace on the left. Yeah, but if you look at the Euros, he played up front for Lee Carsley and got player of the tournament. Watching Celtic game, Tony, trying not playing well. Having one of them bad days at the office, Ian. Ronald, it says, bud. Where's Tony playing peekaboo? No, I'm not playing peekaboo. I'll take that off. There you go. I'm here. Just because I put the Wolves team up there because I thought people want to see the Wolves lineup. I see it. There's a few players on that team to keep quiet. They're still winning. Yeah, they are. They're still winning. Looking at that full lineup, we are now down to bare bones. We are absolutely. And we just got to wait now, haven't we, and just get players back. Remember, no Murphy, we don't know how long he's going to be out for. We've not heard anything official come back on how long he's going to be out. So it could be a couple of months for him, even. Will do, thanks. Gordon can play as a striker and do well, but who will replace him on the left wing and has the pace? That's the thing we haven't. And Mackles are 3-1 up now. Oh well, that's Norwich beating them, isn't it? So much for that rallying call for them to come back and win it. And even Ian's put it in as well, yeah. Just hope the Sunderland don't come up this season. Hope they don't. Let them rot. I hope we get them in the FA Cup, to be fair. But yes, there's 6 full backs on the bench. January, we are going to be busy. Absolutely. Definitely. And 2 keepers on the bench as well. Shows you where we're at. Lewis Miley's not in contention because we know he's had glandular fever. We know how that can take it out on you. And also, not the fact it can take it out on you. Also, he has been doing gentle training. So whether he could be fit for Wednesday, we don't know. Let's unleash Miley against Man United if he's fit. And Trevor says, how come shit United not points took off for fair play as they've been in red for 4 years, same as City? Yeah, they get away with it, don't they? What about Bin as a striker? Would brush defenders aside, wouldn't he just? But forward's not his part of the game, is it? So, although he can score a goal, we know he can score. He's pretty good at scoring goals. I think when they came off the other night, we lost with height in defence, in attack when corners were coming in because we lost Byrne, didn't we? He was taken off and just for resting for this game today. So, look, we need to go to Wolves. Let's bag the 3 points. Let's get the 3 points and bring it home. I'm confident we can go there and win. We just got to go in and play with the right frame of mind. And I would imagine Eddie Howe's probably said to Bruno, try not to pick up a yellow card today. You know, that's the thing. You just got to be careful with the fouls that you make. Ronald says Sheffield United are going straight back down. Burnley aren't going as well as many thought. Either. Do you know what? I thought Burnley would be better than this. I really did. I know it's funny, but I did predict Burnley to finish 8th because I thought they're Vincent Company. I thought the football he plays, they'll get up there, they'll play it. But to be fair, it hasn't worked out for Burnley, has it? So, and I'm a bit surprised, in all honesty. I thought, I'm really surprised at where they're struggling. But I think if Everton get this 12-point deduction, that'll help a lot of clubs out. And this will be on -5. And they've got to go to West Ham tomorrow. And I can't see West Ham getting beat off Everton. I can see West Ham beating Everton, and I hope they do. So, well, it is what it is, and we'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully, Everton lose them, get them 12 points taken, get deducted those 12 points, and see them sitting bottom on -5. I doubt Daesh will be there much longer. Nervous for this game, but hope we stick with from Wednesday and be more precise. I think we will. I think the weather conditions on Wednesday didn't help either. It was really atrocious, wasn't it? That rain and everything coming down. So, again, I think today will be a totally different game. The weather looks a bit nicer anyway today, so hopefully conditions are a bit more favourable than they were on Wednesday, because Wednesday was atrocious. In a WhatsApp group, people have said in Wolves that the police aren't allowing fans in the city centre, which I find rather strange, to be fair. I mean, I don't know why, because what's wrong with that? I think when you put restrictions on people going into places, I think that's where you start. That's where trouble starts. So, I don't understand that one. At least in Newcastle, we welcome anybody into Newcastle city centre, so that's a totally difference. But there again, this is the Midlands, this is Birmingham area, so different altogether. They like to do things a bit differently. But my prediction, I'm still sticking with it. I said 2-0, so I'm still going to go 2-0 for us to win today. I think we will do. And let's hope we can just go there, put on a great display. We just demand a team that tries, and and I'm sure this guy is going to be a major threat today to Wolves as well. And he tries. He had the keeper made 2 saves the other night, so he'll want to get out there and try and get a goal to boost his goal tally. And all these Everton fans who are slating him, I bet they're not now. I bet they're sitting there thinking, wow, what a player they've got on their hands. No voice of reason today. Nope, he's in Newcastle today. He's in Newcastle for a long weekend, so he's not here today. I think he's trying to find a pub to watch the match at, so hopefully he has found a pub. And we'll see what happens. But if you have liked what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel, so do smash that like if you haven't done so already. And if you are new to the channel, come in to subscribe and be part of this great community. And also the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. Wolves discriminating, I see, but to be fair, get it, they may fear more what their fans will do than us, in my opinion. Yeah, but I don't get it. Aston Villa apparently do it as well, so as I see, it's around that neck of the woods, isn't it? West Midlands, so West Midlands police have always been like that, have the scars, but that's another story, says Ronald. There we go. Yeah. they're not the greatest of people, are they? So, but as I say, I'm going for 2-0 today, and hopefully we do win it 2-0. Or even more than that, to be fair. I don't care how many we'll win it by, as long as we get the 3 points. That's the main thing. Arsenal are now 4-0 up on Sheffield United, but remember, Sheffield United's a poor side. Fabio Vieira penalty on 88 minutes. Bournemouth are still 2-1 up on Burnley. Celtic are still nils each. Mackems were all 3-1 up. And National League, Gateshead are still 2-0 down. South Shields are still 1-1 with Brackley Town. Spinningmore still winning 2-0. Blythe Spartan still 1-1 as well. So that's all your locals as well. He might have a ticket and not told you, Tony. I'm just saying that's all. Well, if he's going to Newcastle, he wouldn't have a ticket because he'd have to go down to Wolves, wouldn't he? So he's in Newcastle. West Midlands police are terribly arresting me for nothing. Yeah, not the best police, but no, Rolly Dasher hasn't got a ticket for the game because we're away to Wolves and he's in Newcastle, so it's a long way to go. But yeah, you'll find a pub, I'm sure, in Newcastle. There'll be plenty of pubs screening the game, that is for sure. But do remember, the future's bright, the future is black and white, and we're coming to the end of this show now, but we'll see about coming back to the reaction later on, and until then, enjoy the game, wherever you're watching it, and, hi Tony says coffee, hi to you, coffee, we're just off now, but if you want to watch this game, rewatch this, you can go back to the start and watch it. But yes, I wore my Newcastle shirt, and they arrested me for being the best dressed man in Wolverhampton. Alan says 3-1 Newcastle. If we play well, should be good for these. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I've remembered Newcastle away from home, silly me. Thumbs up from Alan. Cheers, me. Thank you very much indeed. But yeah, as I say, do enjoy the game wherever you're watching it. Great show, Tony. Thanks very much, Ian. Do enjoy the match wherever you're watching it. Stay safe as well if you're out and about. Great show, says Trolls. Thank you very much. How are you, the lads? I had an Nketiah my FPL and transferred him out last week for Alvarez. Well, look what's happened. He's just scored, hasn't he? But there again, Alvarez might get a hat-trick tomorrow, so who knows? Who knows? Bye, Tony and all. Bye to you. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, thank you very much, and I will see you all later. Until the next one, how are you, the lads?